Alrighty, happy Friday, Labor Day weekend Friday. Gosh, I think today is workout 72, if I do recall. I like my mixing up the mindsets and how we do our stuff. Circuit 1, I want to label that as the workout warm-up circuit. We're going to do the 1 minute wall sit times 3, but where you're not going to like me is the stiff-legged deadlift row combo and the ab core combo. So the warm-up workout circuit, and I use that phrase, it's because it's going to definitely get us going into our workout, but we're going to safely do things so we can label it as a warm-up. But we're also going to have this rhythm throughout the day. Are you ready? 1 minute regular wall sit. Ready? We've done this recently. Set and go. Wall sits, right? Your head is against the wall, your shoulders against the wall, your back against the wall, your butt against the wall. You've got a 90-degree angle at your hips, 90-degree angle at your knees, and a 90-degree angle at your ankles, unless you want to sneaky do some calves. You can also do the isometric, keep your heels up calves, or you can do the concentric, going up and down. But make sure you keep your head against the wall, back against the wall, butt against the wall, and your abs tight, core tight. Breathe. 1 minute wall sit. I'll talk about it more in a second. Lisa, Chip, Connie, have a wonderful weekend. Have fun tomorrow on the water. Okay. Thank you. The combo will be our stiff-legged deadlift row. We've done 30, 20, 10 reps before, 15, 10, 5 revolutions. Ready? And relax. So, just because we're doing a warm-up workout circuit, it doesn't mean we're going to go super slow, but I also don't want you running around going crazy. After the 1 minute regular wall sits, stiff-legged deadlift row. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions, but remember, we're still warming up even though it's noon and it's 85 degrees. Hips, 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 eyes, eyes, posture, posture, row, breathe. Hamstrings, glutes, posture, core, middle back. 30 total individual movements if you want to count each movement, or you can count 15 revolutions, and that would be doing the whole thing, resetting. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. We're going to go down by 10 total movements in this circuit. We've done 30, 20, 10s before like this. We've done 30, 20, 10s on the last workout. Again, a different workout that has kind of similar rhythm to it. Posture, breathe, pull. Posture, breathe, pull. Hips always move. There's a ton of motion at your hips, your hamstrings, your glutes, your core. You got that posture, and you have that great middle back exercise on your 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. So there's a couple changes on this warm-up workout circuit. I'm going to change your wall sits. We've done that before. Your reps go down on your stiff-legged deadlift row, and then when you get done, you're going to be on your 30 scissors. You won't do 30 scissors again today. Ready? If you're there, set and go. Now, I didn't do all 30 stiff-legged deadlift row. Not because I'm trying to cheat you, just because I get to do several different things today. When you get done with your 30 stiff-legged deadlift row, you've gone 30 sit-up scissors. I don't expect you to be there. I'm going to loiter a little bit so everybody's going to start the wall sit together. I never want you to feel like you're behind. This is your workout. Again, round 1 was your 1 minute regular wall sit, your 30 stiff-legged deadlift row, and then your 30 scissors. Breathe and focus. Yes. Breathe and focus. I don't expect you to be done. I'm going to give everybody about 30 seconds until we start the next wall sit. If you are done with me, you went too fast or you didn't count your reps. And I love you. Slow things down. Make this a full, thorough circuit. Breathe. We'll have several of these circuits. Push and rewind 6 workouts ago, we did a 5-part series. We did the full body part 1, we did chest, tris, glutes, we did back, bis, quads, we did shoulders, arms and calves, and then we did a full body again. And then Wednesday, I changed the pace the tiny bit, kind of like today's pace, thorough, consistent, effective. Again, their workouts don't go directly together, but there's similarities. When you're ready, in about 5 seconds, we're going to start the next wall sit, and that'll be a wide stance wall sit. We've done that before. And remember, that's nominal changes on muscle activation. 3, 2, 1, and go. Wide wall sits. Same rules. Head against the wall, shoulders against the wall, back against the wall, butt against the wall. Your 90-degree angle at your hips, your knees, and your ankles, unless you're sneaky doing some calves. When you do your calves in this position, the knees bent position, you're going to work your soleus, the underneath calf. Really good for hiking and biking. When you do your calves when your legs are straight, that's your gastroc. That's the bubble calf. That's what makes it look pretty. That's what helps out to jump a little bit and land a little bit. More of an impact muscle. But again, doing calves like this is a great sneaky way to get a lot of things done. Also work a muscle that doesn't turn on very much. Three, 2, 1, and breathe. Again, don't go running from the wall to your weights, but your stiff-legged deadlift row is going to be 20 total movements or 10 revolutions. We're going to have this theme throughout the day, this rhythm throughout the day. Again, small changes, right? 20 total reps or 10 revolutions on your stiff-legged deadlift row. Hips, 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 posture, posture, glutes, breathe. Yes. Hips, booty, posture, eyes. You've got your hamstrings, your glutes. There is good lower back, and there is a lot of good middle back. Try to not use your arms too much. You know, your posterior muscles, hamstrings, glutes, back. 20 total movements or 10 revolutions. And again, I'm not doing all of them, but I'm getting enough rhythm there, so I slowly loiter. We're still in the warm-up workout world, right? I don't need us going crazy. In fact, we'll kind of build a little bit today. When those stiff-legged rows are done, you got your 30 runners. Runners can start from the ground. You might feel like there's more motion and maybe feel like there's more contraction because there's that sit-up component. Or you start from the up and you contract them and you work on the lengthening component. Both are good. I want you to mix up both. One has a little more spine mobility. One has the isometric contraction where you focus on lengthening. 30 total runners after those 20 stiff-legged deadlift rows. Ah, yes. Happy Friday. Even Memorial Day weekend, I would have never thought we were kind of still in this world. So Labor Day weekend, it's like, oh, Labor Day weekend. I know people are going out of town. You know, celebrate as much as possible. Plus you got a beautiful hot weekend ahead of us. It's rare we get such a hot Labor Day weekend. Alrighty, when you are ready, we're going to be on our last round. We'll have our narrow wall wall sits. I do want your feet and knees touching. You're gonna have your last stiff-legged deadlift row, and you're gonna have your 30 swimmers. Again, once I start these progressions, you should hopefully know what's coming. In 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute wall sit, abs tight, core tight, head against the wall, shoulders against the wall, back against the wall, butt against the wall, 90-degree angle at your hips, your knees, your ankles, unless you're trying to do some calves, and just enjoy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have always struggled at wall sits my entire life. However, I have gotten, even though I did them so many years, I've gotten so much better at my wall sits because of how much more I've done them and maybe just how effective they've been. But I used to always get on the wall and just boom, start burning. And now I can hold them longer. 1 minute wall sit. We'll do our 10 stiff-legged deadlift row or 5 revolutions. We'll do our 30 swimmers, and that'll be the end of the circuit. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Again, don't go running to the next thing. 10 total reps or 5 revolutions on your stiff-legged deadlift row. Ready, set, go. Hips, 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 hips. There is a ton of motion coming from your hips. Your hamstrings are lengthening. You're lengthening your glutes. Both of those muscles have been contracted because of the weight, right? You're focused. You've got that good slow row for your lower back and your middle back. The lower you're able to row, the lower it goes down your middle back, which is great. However, you're also in a precarious position when you're doing your slow, low rows. 10 total reps or 5 revolutions. And then you're on your 30 swimmers. You can be on your hands and knees for mobility. You can lay on your stomach for possibly more contraction. Breathe and focus. 30 swimmers. Yes. Breathe. You're going to reach, displace, upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes, maybe little hamstrings, little shoulders and triceps. Breathe and focus on those muscles. We're slowly turning on. Now again, we're going to keep that pace in our circuits. However, we're going to do a quick little exertion between our circuits, and that's going to happen a couple workouts in a row. We had so many workouts where we had transitions and fun finishers. I'm going to add those fun things in the middle. 50 is the number. It doesn't take that long, but you can either do jump squats, split jumps, burpees. When I say exertion, you should know it's coming. Jumping jacks. If you do high knees, running as revolutions, high knees, walking reps, butt kicks, bench taps. I want 50. Ready? Set, go. Again, we're warmed up, but we might not be warmed up for agility, but high knees is agility, running is revolutions, walking is reps, butt kicks, again, running is revolutions, walking is reps. We're gonna do them again today, so don't worry about going crazy. Jumping jacks, again, I use the word mindful. I want to be mindful that we are transitioning from a warm-up to more of the workout. You got jump, squats, split, jumps, burpees. Tom, have a wonderful weekend. Say anything where you exert for 50, 5, 0, 50. We will do it a couple times today between our slower, longer circuits. Again, high knees is pretty quick. Jump squats, kind of quick. Split jumps take a little longer. Burpees will take a long time, but I'm looking for some exertion. 50. I am going to start talking about the next circuit, even though you might be just finishing up. We're going to do our planks, replacing our wall sits. You've got your regular plank. we'll have a rotational plank, and we'll have the third one, optional plank swimmer or elevator plank. Your combo will then change to a different 2 movement exercise, and then we're gonna do our legs instead of our abs. You'll see, blah, blah, blah. 1 minute regular plank. Ready, set, go. 1 minute. During your regular plank, practice makes perfect. Take the stress, right? Take the tension, take the load out of your neck, out of your shoulders, out of your arms, out of your toes, no legs. Put that weight, put that tension in your body. And breathe. I hear a lot of clients commenting on people's butt. Oh, their butt is up. Oh, their butt is down. I want your butt parallel, your body parallel to the ground. If you get any lower back, you just get that butt up a tiny bit. However, a nice good abs crunch, breathe, butt up a little bit. There's your isometric contraction, the second greatest force you put on a muscle. You're not just hanging out on your elbows and toes. 2, 1, and relax. Big, deep breath. Next 2 movement exercise is gonna be your fly pullover. Now, I've only done that exact combo once. Normally, it's a fly press or a pullover press. So this is gonna be a slow movement. You're gonna have your fly and pullover. I know we did flies the other day, and I know we did pullovers the other day. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. Now, I am doing mine on the ground, and for the most part, most people do that as well. But you can lay on a bench, you can lay on a ball. Your plank will be on the ground. Your fly press, you can lay on fly pullover, you can lay on anything. We're going to be doing our legs anyways. So if you don't want to formally lay on the ground, you don't have to. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions on your fly pullover. We've only done this exact 2 movement exercise once. Again, we normally do fly press and pullover press. Yes. Let it work, baby. Let it work. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions. This is mean. The pullover fly is probably the longest combo you could ever do. So your hands are gonna be a factor. Plus, you just did planks. So your elbows and hands and neck and shoulders, I don't want them. I want your chest and your lats and your core. So this should be a slow, challenging round. You have the 1 minute regular plank, the 30 pullover flies, the combo of the fly and the pullover, and then you're gonna do 30 stationary reverse lunges. If you wanna hold weight, hold weight. If you don't want to hold weight, don't hold weight. I'm not saying you should be there yet. I didn't do all 30 fly pullovers. 30 total stationary reverse lunges. You won't do it again today. We have the circuit 1 of wall sits that went with our stiff-legged deadlift row, and then our abs, core. And then now we're on our core with our plank, our pullover fly, upper body, and then our 30 total legs. We'll do our stationary reverses, we'll do our stationary forwards and our stationary lateral lunges. So very slow circuits today. Take your time. 30 total stationary reverse lunges after your 30 total fly pullovers. This is a very long round. Not necessarily with the numbers, that's part of the equation, but the movements. The fly pullover is a very slow, long movement. The 1 minute plank, you can do that. the stationary reverse lunge, you can do that. So just a long round. About 30 seconds, we're gonna be on the next plank. So I do want everybody to be there. It's okay if you need a rest. Let's just say you're resting the whole 30 seconds. That's okay. I want your shoulders and your neck to not get tired on your plank. I want you to be able to use them on the next exercise. So a little bit of a break's okay. The legs, if you held weight, awesome. If you didn't hold weight, awesome. In 5 seconds, we're gonna start the rotational planks. I want 1 minute of rotational planks, not 100 rotational planks. Here we go. Start in plank position, and you're gonna rotate out of it. Here we go. A lot of people accidentally start on the side, and then they're totally out of position when they go to the plank. So I always have people start in the plank, and then you rotate out of the plank. Plank to the rotation. Big, slow reps. I would love the arm and the leg motion. You don't have to do the arm and the leg motion, but the more you rotate out of plank, the more core you will use. Your core turns on better on weight displacement exercises. There's your weight displacement in combination with the isometric position. So when the abs aren't crunching back and forth and you add that weight displacement, you're going to use more core. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Again, we're not in a hurry. There's no intent to go crazy. Helicopter. When you are done and ready, you're going to be on 20 chest, fly, lat, pullovers. I don't want your neck and your shoulders. I want your chest and your lats. 20. You'll then do 30 stationary forward lunges. No rush. You remember, you can lay on the ground if you want. You can lay on a bench or a ball. Laying on the ground is a great training tool for the length of the exercise. The wide fly and the long lat pullover. Laying on a bench or a ball is great. You might get more motion. Laying on the ball could ultimately be the best because you would engage more core. However, we're already doing planks in the circuit. 20 total movements or 10 revolutions on your fly pullover. Your hands are a factor because of how long you're holding the weights. Your shoulders are a factor because of the combo. So you may or may not want to hold weight as you do your legs. Awesome if you do. Breathe and focus. When you're done with the 20 total pullover flies, you're on your 30 total stationary forward lunges. We did our scissors, runners, swimmers earlier, so the numbers are the same. The rhythm is the same. We just changed the other stuff. 30 total stationary forward lunges, pushing quads. Weight is optional. You might want to rest your hands during this time. You don't have to if you don't want to. Take your time. 30 total steps. Breathe and focus. You know there's more work coming your way. Not our first time. Step, load, push. The stationary reverse lunges, step, load the non-moving leg and pull yourself up. Stationary forward lunges, step, load the stepping, moving leg and push yourself back. You'll have that same rhythm on our lateral lunge as well. You always step, you always load. Which leg are you loading? And then you'll have the pulling up or pushing back. In 15 seconds, we're going to start our next plank. And it's okay if you're not there, I will loiter. If we get way off, please yell at me on the systems here to slow down a little bit. However, I know who's on the call. You ladies tend to get after it pretty good. You're gonna have a choice. You can either do elevator planks, elbows to hands to elbows, and or you'll see me mix it up, plank swimmers, either on your elbows and toes or your hands and toes, either elevator planks up and down or plank swimmers reaching out. 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Elevator planks, you're going elbows to hands to elbows, mix up the leading arm occasionally, or your plank swimmers. I do prefer elbows and toes on all planks. However, you can be hands and toes if you want to. Neither of them, you should be creating momentum. Both of them should be slow and steady. I'd rather you do 10 perfect than 40 fast. I want slow and steady. Weight distribution exercises. Breathe. You've got balancing components. You've got that load. You've centered everything. 1 minute. Breathe and focus. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ah, yes. Again, we're not running to the next exercise. It's your last 10 on the pull over fly, 10 total movements or 5 revolutions, and then it's 30 total lateral lunges. Remember, you could lay on anything. Lay on the bench, ball, or ground. 10 total reps, 5 revolutions on your chest fly and your lat pullover. It is a big, long, challenging combo. Of course, this circuit, you could have been elbows, planks, not laying on the ground, and the flies not laying on the ground. So based on what you laid on your chest fly pullover determines probably where you're at the whole circuit. When you get to your lateral lunge, step, load, push, weight is optional. 30 total lateral lunges, big, slow, steady. As you can tell, you won't do it again today. There have been subtle changes, but not a whole bunch of stuff. We have one more main circuit to go. We're gonna have our 50 exertion again after the 30 lunges. So don't go fast, just because you know the information. 30 lateral lunges, and then 50 on your exertion again. Agility or plyometrics. If you're at the gym, you had a choice of 2 minutes row or treadmill or run a lap around the gym or airdyne. So if you do have a tool and you prefer to do 2 minutes, you can. However, that'd be longer than 50 exertions. It's kind of risk reward. Agility, plyometrics versus a formal cardio. You have 30 total lateral lunges, step, load, push. Step, load, push. Breathe and focus. When you get done, and I'm not saying you just go from the lateral lunge to the exertion, shake it off before you get there. That exertion, high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, walking jacks, bench taps, lateral bench hops, jump squats, split jumps. You can do pulsating squats if you need to. But I do want it to last a little bit, right? 50 of those. You're definitely going to break the minute mark. That's kind of the intent. So when you're ready, you maybe already started. Awesome. You've got high knees, running revolutions, walking reps, butt kicks, running revolutions, walking reps, jumping jacks. Again, these are going to, of course, be done quicker. Not even close to what a 2-minute run on a treadmill would do. Bench taps or box taps or ball taps, those are, again, exertion. You're still in the agility world. Plyometrics has a little more load, power, impact. Jump squats, split jumps, burpees. You've got your pulsating squats if you must. You're working, you're breathing, you're working, you're breathing. You're focused on the task at hand. 50. And again, if you're already done, awesome. Stretch for a second. I'm going to start talking about the next circuit. And if you're not done yet, awesome. I'm going to start talking about the next circuits very, very soon. We have been timing things with our wall sits and our planks. I'm now going to get rid of the timing of things. We're going to do our abs. 3 different 30s. We'll do our squat press for our 30, 20, 10. And then we're going to go through our standing scissors, runners, and jack-o'-lanes. And I'm not trying to replace stretching, but ending the workout with mobility. We'll then have the final exertion, and that should be it for the day. It doesn't mean we go fast. I can always give you more if you want more. When you're ready, I'm not saying you are. 30 regular sit-ups. You won't do it again today. You'll have your 30 squat press. You got to do that big and slow. And then you're going to have your 30 standing scissors. So today it wasn't the hardest day in the world. I do highly recommend, Deborah, doing the workout that we did Wednesday at noon. Between the two, I think you would like the combo. Sit-ups. You can lay on the ground. You can lay on the ball. You can lay on the bench. I do want that upper body moving a lot onto the lower body. You can have your legs straight. You can have your knees bent. You can have one leg straight, one leg bent. I want you to sit up. Remember, there's the vertical component of the exercise. You are sitting up. You're not creating momentum. So don't swing into it, right? Activate your abs and your core on your 30 sit-ups. 30 sit-ups should technically be longer than a 1-minute exercise. 2.5 to 3 seconds would be a 75-second to 90-second exercise. And of course, I'll even add the time it takes for you to get on and off the ground versus the 1-minute plank and a 1-minute wall sit. So in some ways, this circuit could be a smidge longer because of 30 abs. We'll do our hard ones, sit-ups, reverse crunches, and V-ups. Our squat press, which will happen here in a second, will be our 30, 20, 10 reps, or 15, 10, 5 revolutions, and we'll have our 30 on our other combos. Again, same numbers all day, similar rhythm all day. We'll have the final exertion when that is done. All right, if you're done with those sit-ups, squat press, whether you have the heavy weights, light weights, 1 weight, 2 weights, squat, hips, 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 booty, 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 eyes, 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 thighs, 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 good posture, and then you stand tall and you push. We had our wall sits, our we had our stiff-legged rows, we had our abs core, circuit 1, we had the exertion, we had our planks, we had our pull upper body, we had our stationary alternating legs, we have the exertion, and here we are on the squat press. So nice, good, thorough, well-rounded day. Oh yeah. Whew. 30 squat presses, hips booty, eyes, thighs on your squats. We haven't done squats today. You have the nice, good shoulder press. Remember, I don't like thrusters, and you may not even know what those are. It's a quicker squat and a momentum press. I personally just don't like them, so I don't give them. That will eventually be 30, 20, 10 on our squat press. Just so you know, and if you need to go, I think we're good on time though, our big abs, sit-ups, reverse crunches, and V-ups are all going to be 30. Our squat press is 30, 20, 10, and our standing scissors will be 30, standing runners 30, and our Jack LaLanne's 30. When the whole thing is done, one more 50 exertion, and you're done. Standing scissors, we normally warm up with them. We've done a couple finishing circuits with them. Mobility, lengthen all those muscles you've been sitting on and you've been using today with your wall sits, with your stationary alternating legs, and now with your squat press. 30 standing scissors. Remember, neck, shoulders, arms, hips, spine mobility. Joints are mobile, muscles are flexible or inflexible. So that's what we're working on. Mobility, flexibility, activation, little rhythm, little blood flow. 30 on those standing scissors. So again, that was a long round. Sit-ups take a while. Your squat presses were difficult and challenging in the most reps. Standing scissors. Nice, long motion. Not saying you should be there by any means. But round 2 is 30 reverse crunches, laying on the bench or ground, 20 squat presses, and 30 standing runners. So it will be quicker. Don't go faster. Reverse crunches are a long motion, but they tend to be a little easier than a sit-up. You're able to last longer on the reverse crunch. You're either starting, well, you're always starting up. Legs always start up. Either your body is down or your body is up, and you lengthen your abs, no matter what. Legs start up. That's the difference between a reverse crunch and a leg lift. Leg lifts are down here, and your reverse crunches start, and whether you go all the way down or not is up to you. Body is up, that's the isometric version, and body is down, that is just a concentric version. 30 reverse crunches. Breathe and focus, and then you're going to have your 20 squat presses and your 30 standing runners. I don't mind if you go at your own pace. However, let that come from less rest. Don't let it come from moving faster. You might have different and or lighter weights so you get through the exercises quicker. But don't go fast. In your motion, you can add pace by lack of rest. So round 2 is 30 reverse crunches, 20 squat presses, 30 standing runners. Round 3 is 30 V-ups, 10 squat presses, and 30 Jack LaLanne's. You'll then have the one more 50 exertion. You're going to have that 5-part series that had a lot of similarities in rhythm and numbers. This 2-part series, per se, between Wednesday and today, I don't want to say they're together, but again, similar numbers. We didn't do 2 movement exercises on Wednesday. Woo, baby. All about you right now. Round 2, 30 reverse crunch, 20 squat press, 30 standing runners. Hopefully everybody's on round 2 somewhere. It's okay if you're almost done. On those standing runners, a lot more mobility of joints on standing runners. There's a lot more lengthening on your standing scissors. So I use the word torque and leverage on your standing scissor. Standing runners is mobility, activation, rhythm, elbows to knees, not knees to nose. Again, a little blood flow, a little heart rate. You're moving your body. Ah, yes. I'm not saying you should be there. Everybody has a different pace. Everybody has different weights they're using, workout spaces they're in, motivation and goals and enthusiasm. When you're there, round 3 is 30 V-ups, 10 squat press, 30 Jack LaLannes, 1 more exertion and you're all done. When you get to those V-ups, they are a hard ab exercise. A lot of people are like, oh, that's the best ab exercise, Chris. Are they V-ups? No, they're a good ab exercise. They're a hard ab exercise because of the mobility of joints, flexibility of posterior muscles, activation of anterior muscles, balance, coordination. There's so many reasons it's hard. Yeah, they're good on the abs, but you can also get your hips. Sit-ups are great. Playing around with your leg position is great. There are many ways of doing sit-ups between leg position and body position. Declines boards, stability balls. Jackknives are great if you can handle the load, a loaded vertical ab. Hanging abs, they're great. You elongate your hips and spine, and your legs move with more load than they do on the reverse crunch. Reverse crunches are great if you don't get your lower back. So there's the reason, that's why we always do all the abs. I don't do 5 sets of 25, same thing very much. Might as well diversify a little bit. So at round 3, 30 V-ups, 10 squat press, 30 Jack LaLannes, and then you finish your workout with your 50 exertion and you're all done. So we only had 3 big slow circuits. Wednesday you had 5 circuits. So similar pace, different exercise combos, pace, whatever you call it. 5 2-set circuits. Today you did 3 3-set circuits. In that last round, 30 V-ups, 10 total squat presses or 5 revolutions, 30 Jack LaLannes, 50 exertion, and you are done. Happy Friday. When you do get to those Jack LaLannes, I do want you thinking stretch. I am stretching. I'm focused, I'm engaged. Stretching, get tall rhythm. Stretching, get tall rhythm. Whereas stiff-legged deadlifts is more strength lengthening. Similar but different. Stretch, get tall and breathe. Lengthen, posture. 30 Jack LaLannes. You got your rhythm, rotation, breathing. And of course, you might be almost done. Awesome. Make sure you do the 50 exertion before you get off this call. Your exertion has been done 2 times before. High knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, bench taps, jump squats, split jumps, burpees if you're craving some burpees. After that last round of 30 V-ups, 10 squat press, 30 Jack LaLannes, you've got your 50 exertion and you are done. Reminder, Monday, Memorial Day, I'll do a 9 o'clock class. online. I'll be here at the gym from 9 to noon. And Monday, Labor Day. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.